Howard Sattler.
Welcome back. 92211 is the number. 92211 Well, Kevin Reynolds has retained his position as the State Secretary of WA's biggest construction union, the CFMEU. He did it against opposition this time. I don't know whether he's had an opponent before, but Darren Kavanagh conceded defeat, rang Kevin Reynolds yesterday afternoon and said, well, what did he say? Kevin's on the line. G'day, Kev.
Yeah, g'day, Howard.
Good. Was he contrite? What did he say to you?
Oh, no, he was pretty straight about it, and he just said that, congratulated me, said he'd given it his best shot, and had succeeded, and said, that's life, let's get on with it.
No bad feelings?
Oh, mate, there's always a bit of taste in our mouth when, someone finances Darren to the tune of $200,000 to try and put me out of office, but...
Hello, 200,000?
Yes, that's right. That's the sort of money that was spread around, mate.
It's truth. Okay. How sweet was this victory for you?
It was a great victory for the whole team. I expect that our whole team will win when the official announcement's made tomorrow, and it's a great victory because it was a tough campaign over 6 months. A lot of interference by particularly the West Australian, and a lot of stories in there to try and make things a bit tough on us. But anyway, the rank and file made the decision, and that's what matters.
How many have you won now?
I've been around for 36 years, mate, and I stand election every 4 years. Sometimes you get opposed, sometimes you don't. I was opposed in 2000, and I was unopposed in 2004, and got opposed this time round. So, I've been opposed 3 or 4 times.
He ran you reasonably close, didn't he?
Very hard campaign. Well financed, well orchestrated, very professional. For a bloke who hasn't worked for 7 months, and he's offside, hasn't worked for 5 months, and they told the press that they were unemployed building workers who were broke. They didn't do too bad. I mean, they run full-page ads in the paper, radio advertisements, 5 post-outs to every member. Spent a lot of money. Will
he be back in the fold now that the election's over? Will he rejoin the union? Is he still a member, of course?
He's still a member of the union, and he's out there doing his best like every other member, I suppose. But there's no kiss and cuddles there, mate. Forgive and forget.
I just imagine members of the CFMEU kissing and cuddling. I don't think so.
Oh, we do have a few decent ones, mate.
Do you?
Yeah.
Gee, send us the pictures, will you?
All right. Be surprised, Howard.
Is that right? Yeah. All right. Will this change Kevin Reynolds at all?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we've had the endorsement of our membership now, and they expect us to get out there and fight hard for better wages and conditions for them. And you're never going to do that by being nice it's tough action. It's a tough industry, and we have to fight hard for everything we get, and that's what we'll continue to do.
What are your priorities?
We're currently moving into a round of new enterprise agreements. They all expired at the end of October, so as of the 1st of November, we've got to establish new wage agreements with all the employers, and that's our number one priority at the moment. We'll be pushing hard on that. We're arguing with the employers now about wages, so that's what it'll be, a continuing argument.
All right, but it appears that the Rudd government has backed off a bit on implementation of the AWAs. Are you worried about that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Rudd government couldn't lie straight in bed. They make all sorts of promises, and Gillard made all sorts of commitments about a drop-dead clause on AWAs, and then as soon as the mining industry lean on her a bit, she just folds. I mean, the Rudd government, at least we had with Howard, when the Howard government was there, at least we knew where they stood, and they didn't masquerade, The Rudd government have told that many lies to win workers' votes, and once we've all voted for them, They've just sold us down the drain. They're not worth 2 bob.
Right, how do you think you're going to get on with the Barnett-led coalition-type government?
Well, you know, we don't get on with too many governments from... we certainly didn't get on with Carpenter. But, you know, we know where this mob stand, and they know where we stand. And that's usually a good way to start a relationship. And, you know, they won't do us any favours, but we know that. We'll just... we've never relied on governments to do us favours. We just have to get out there and battle for everything we get.
Now, yesterday also, your offsider, Joe McDonald, was banned from building sites for 2 years unless he was given an advance invitation from the site owner, which I don't think he's going to get too many invitations there. How's that going to hamstring him and the union?
Yeah, that's a real problem for us. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the ABCC have got a set on Joe, and they're doing their utmost to try and destroy him as a union official. Some would say Joe's doing that to himself, but, you know, again, the membership will make that decision. I think Joe will be, like myself, re-elected. But there's plenty of work for Joe to do. He doesn't have to be visiting building sites every day of the week. There's plenty of work as a union official that we do that doesn't require him on site all the time. But you'd be surprised that, you know, Joe does get invited onto sites, particularly when the builder's got a problem and he wants to get it fixed. Then, you know, they're happy to talk to Joe them days.
All right, now when are the celebrations for your win going to be on? Because you've had to go interstate on business. No,
I'm interstate now, but we'll be having a few celebratory drinks on the weekend, mate, and enjoying it.
Champagne or beer?
No, boys, definitely beer, mate. Definitely beer. Not too much French champagne.
Okay. All right, Kevin, nice to catch up with you. All the best.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. Bye-bye.
We'll continue our discussions for now the years to come. Kevin Reynolds, who many thought was coming to the end of his reign as the head of the CFMEU. Not really. Kev's back. 922 11882. What do you think about that, particularly if you're a builder?